beautiful ether. I have these polymer clay moons that, excuse me, I power chugged some coffee before this very moment. Oops, wrong button. I am painting these polymer clay moons here in sunny South Florida around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I figured I would film some of it. Probably should make sure I'm on camera. And I'll show you what I got going on so far. I have this tragedy. I need some practice painting, needless to say, but I do like this one. I have slight attachment to this guy. And my idea was to put, I have these really old rhinestones, and some of the back foil is still good on a few of them. So they have perfect refraction. Oops, I forgot to change the picture for the other one. Okay. My idea was to put, I have these really old rhinestones. Oops, I always do that. It always takes me a second. Alright, let me get adjusted, myself adjusted. Ow. My snack poke. Okay, so, you know what? I might even want to try some of, I want to see if they'll hold up to soldering. Because you could bake them, and they're quite a durable material. Polymer clay is quite durable. Like, what happens if you put it in a kiln or something? So I'm looking it up now. That's our little old lady. If you hear meowing, a violent meow, she's deaf. She's very old, and so she does this loud meow now as she walks around the house. I feel like I'm just gonna try it instead of, because I got the solder. It's I'm not sure if it's sterling per se. Oh, it's much harder to bend than the leaded. It's leaded cousin. Just try a plain one maybe. And this is just copper tape that one would use if they were going to make some stained glass. Which I'm going to attempt that. I don't know how to cut the glass. I just can't get, I can't get it to cut. I had more luck using a broken spark plug than my actual glass cutter. One of those little cutting wheels. And it does have adhesive on it. It's literally tape, just copper. And since this is just an experiment, I don't care if it's all bulky. It will be put to use if it works, and I'm sure it will still be put to use if it doesn't. Even if it burns up, I could still put it in a resin piece or add it to a painting. Because that's one of my ideas with them. I found a few molds that I want. By Finnabair as the brand. Their like subject matter is on point, and I am happy to support their cause. Oh, I better plug this in. I'm not gonna worry about what the back looks like at all. I just really want to see if this works. I was also thinking of maybe just putting metal on the back. Would be kind of neat. I was just thinking I might want to put a, oh, hello, Mr. Self-Destruction. I didn't think anybody would be up right now. I've been kind of taking a break on resin, really giving my lungs a break, I should say, on resin, and using polymer clay. This stuff is brilliant. I had really shitty polymer clay from like an Amazon kit, but it feels really brittle and I know it's gonna just fall apart, especially in a few days. So I got like Sculpty, I think. That's the one I see everybody using. And it's a night and day difference. So trying to make these, this is kind of the only one I like right now. And they have these little moon faces. And I have a ton more molds. I'm just starting with these guys. And right now I'm gonna try to solder to see if the clay will even hold up. I don't have the proper like setup going on right now. Cigar. I keep these like sharp metal caps because they're really good to cut and draw perfect circles with. There goes in my metal cap section. I'm just trying to get this stuff. Oh, I can use that. Anything pokey I could use right now. I have really shaky hands and I can't get the like eyes right. Like this is just, I meant well, but clearly that wasn't enough. Yeah, and it's just a matter of cornstarch in a mold and smushing it. I got this mold from this 90s like craft book on paper mache, and it came with a mold. And some dehydrated marbling inks, I think. And I haven't used it yet, but I'm gearing to now. It doesn't harden until you cool it. So what I'm trying to get now is, gosh, what's it called? Easy Mold, I think? Or Easy Craft. It's a silicone putty mold maker. So you just, like essentially make a ball out of it, and anything you want to recreate, like a figurine or like a symbol, or you could like make your own design in it. You could use it to cast with plaster, resin, polymer clay, a bunch of stuff. So I want to do that next because yeah, they have molds for everything, but it would be sick to make my own. And I've always liked the moon faces and things. I want to make maybe like an incense box and have all the moon phases and just paint like the half moons on each, so it's like a bunch of different faces. 4 phases. The moon faces. Yeah, is this thing plugged in? I don't have the right flux. I have this stuff. Regular flux. And it's, I used to do metalwork, but with like sterling and stuff, so I use like a jeweler's flux, I suppose. And this is kind of like manly flux. Which one is it? Oh, this one. I have 2 little soldering stations. Let me see if you can see. Where? Oh yeah, this is the one I use for wood burning, and it's got like the really wiry tips, which ideally I would have just found these parts, like the pen parts, because they just plug in, but I can't find parts. These are just like from Amazon. And then this one is the more chisel. I don't have any flat ones, but I've been able to do the like stained glass stuff pretty easily with it. I started using it with this one. I couldn't find any of the right components. And yeah, these were like, I think 50 bucks, so it wasn't bad for what they are at all. I have to moisten, this is water. For all kinds of arts and crafts, pill bottles are water, they don't leak. Try to soften it so I could get in there. Yeah. And that's just to like cool this down. And that's to scrub it. Oops, I took everything out of view. Alright. I'm only halfway sure this is gonna work. I don't have any metal proof. Glass? I mean, this is plastic. I always solder on it though. How does this one turn on? On the back or something? Oh. Yeah, it's plugged in. Sweet. Okay. I just need probably to wear a mask because I don't have the door open, so there's really no circulation. I'm here, right? Oh, werewolf is a good one. That's definitely gonna go on the list. I have, what's the next mold? There's so many. But the other one I found like Art Nouveau faces. I figured that would be a little multi-purpose. And, oh god, what was it? Let me just look at my wish list. Oh no, I just closed out of this. There's so many dope molds that, oh, Sailor Moon ones. I don't know why that was so important to get out. I actually won a really cool, completely off subject, but I won this candle holder on eBay. And, well, I won't even get into the other part of it, but anyway, it's a cast iron rooster's foot, or a chicken foot, and it has this little like cauldron-y looking thing. It's the dopest candle holder I've ever seen. But chicken feet was one that I can't find, so I wanted to make my own like chicken foot mold. What is it? Centaur? There was something that I thought of that was ridiculously brilliant. But what I do have from this thing, they have about 10 more molds that I want. And for the life of me, I can't remember the other one that's like sick. This one is, I mainly got it for the angel wings because I wanted to make the winged hearts and winged anything. And also, I'm sure you've seen the biblically accurate angels. I want to make the, oh, I always mess it up. It's not the Nephilim, the wheel. And this one so far is my favorite. It's the ram head. Because a bull, I think a bull, Minotaur, bull. I wanted to make a Minotaur one. And the chain and stuff, I was thinking like, what would I even use that for? But I was looking for picture frames and stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of skull and crossbones and cats. And I do memorial jewelry, so I can always put like ashes in it. This is the one I'm working on now. It's just got stars and moons, but tell me that's not a Pokemon. I forgot. the name of the star Pokemon, but it's dead on. And this one has the bat wings. And I don't know if you've seen or heard of the movie Ginger Snaps. It's like one of those Hollywood werewolf movies. This is the one that I'm gonna make the Ginger Snaps necklaces. Even though it's not 3D like a real bird skull, I'm gonna try. I even want to get or print out the Ginger Snaps like VHS thing to put in the center. That's right. Maybe I could dehydrate them myself. I didn't think about that because it's big, especially in like hoodoo. But there's a lot of different traditions where chicken foot is good luck, and famously worn by Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, when she goes into the store and they won't sell anything to her. That clip has been surfacing in the internet, and I just now realized she's wearing a chicken foot. And I was like, oh shit, well, brilliant idea, vegan chicken feet. So that's where the chicken foot resin mold came in play. But I could also make my own lucky chicken feet, because that would just be fantastic. And they are cheap-ish. I've tried chicken feet a few times. I could never find anything on it to eat, like the sauce, like the Cantonese style. The sauce is really good, like delicious. So you get past like the difference, like the just what's it, just something different. You get past that pretty quick because it is quite delicious. It's just I could never find anything on the things. And what's the best thing to solder on? Because I don't have anything. Oh yeah, maybe this random piece of wood. I tried to do that thing where you carve like a relief and nope. Where is it? Oh. Mask. And we go. I'm just like really curious if the clay will like burn or turn a different color. Which there's always a time and a place for that stuff. I shouldn't be using my fingers, but this is like grease anyway, so it's not like it's gonna affect the. Maybe, I don't know. I taught myself how to do this stuff. I've never had anything clarified, so I've never. Oh, and I need a thing to hold it. I was just gonna hold it in my hand. Oh, I did kind of. So this is big. This is too big. So out here we get these moths that are like the size of my face, and there is one of the smaller large varieties that got caught in a spider's web, I guess like last night, and I was gonna grab it, and he's like, why are you gonna grab it? It's dead already. And I was like, well, it's in one piece, I could use it for, you know, resin. And as soon as I got it up, it was the most miraculous looking thing. It just flew away. It was one of those, like, yeah. Oh yeah. I need these. I'm probably gonna use these chintzy ones, or I don't know if that's it. These cheap ones, because it doesn't have any like teeth on it, and they're quite weak, so I don't think it will scrape up my little moon guy here. Okay. I don't think I need the holder. I think I'll just. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Wait. Oh, buddy. Okay. Arise, chicken, arise. I know the temperature is way higher, so we'll just see if it does anything. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think it's hot enough. Right? I see people just scoop it off the thing, and I haven't been able to do that. I've never used this before. It's just lead free, so I could use it to make jewelry. I'm sure I will triple, quadruple check before I put anything made out of it on the shop. Oh, it's doing something. Okay. Don't try this at home unless somebody knows what they're doing. One moment. I had to put it under the nose because it was sliding everywhere. Oh! I think my tip might be loose or something. Oh! Don't watch this. This is horrible. Oop, it's stuck. Hey! Oh, shams. Hello. I have really shaky hands. Oops. I really like it though. I really, really like it. Come on, do your thing. It's really, really satisfying. Ooh, I do see the polymer clay burning a little bit. But that's okay, it might look cool. Unless it breaks. I'm just trying to like get down those little sharp points. One moment. Little paint set. Actually, see nothing wrong with doing that. Just get the tape a little better. I like it. Alright, well, maybe a marble shall be next, naturally. I'm gonna have to run outside to grab up. Oh, there's one of these. I want a clear marble. Charm. It just needs to be painted and like. Alright. I have to grab a marble, so I'm gonna turn this off so I don't leave it bonfire. Bonfire, there you go. Brilliant. I'm gonna close it. What's making all the noise then? I'll show this one. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab marbles before I lose my way. dirt tea, but that's okay because I'm going to be washing all the flux off anyway. Where can I put these? I need a dish. This olive jar lid is good enough. Hey. Alright, I like making these. So in Scotland there are clans, and one of the clans, there's Clan Campbell, and they're known for these crystal balls, and I really enjoy making kind of like replicas of them. Put a nice clear one. Okay. Get some more tape. Scissors. Does anybody see any scissors? Maybe. I have my roll of tape hanging right here. Oh no, I got caught into the thing. What do I do? Ah, almost. Out of that. Yeah. This is it. It's just dirt tea. Coffee. It's not great. I'm out of milk. We go to the store pretty much like once a month, sometimes even once every 2 months, and because we just do the basics all the way. I don't know, come on. I don't want to have to open the package. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna do a regular one first, because I haven't made one in a while, actually. I like doing, I'd show you if I knew where I put it. I'll make one after. I like making one that's closest to like an easily recreatable. If you look up crystal balls of Clan Campbell, they're really interesting. And just tape where I want to put it. Oh, don't fold. Try to get it as even as possible, because if it's not, the ball will just slip right out. And I didn't get it even at all. This tape is brilliant. You could just like attach anything. I've done coral. You just gotta be careful with coral shells because they'll pop. But if you do it nice and quick, should be fine. I'm fine. I'm just kind of burnishing all those little kinks in the copper. Not kink shaming, but this isn't the place. Get your kinks out of here. And for the jump ring, what I'll hang the chain off of, I just cut a piece of the tape in half. So it's just a nice little strip, and jump rings here. Oh, I just realized I've been wanting to make fan poles for a while, but I wanted it to be the sun and the moon. Sun be for the light and the moon for the fan. And excuse me, I've been really on the phone like a shite ton. Calling around local businesses to get my page. I'm gonna make an interactive map with every local and small business, even plumbers, electricians, anybody. And yeah, and also my mom was born at Camp Lejeune, and that whole thing is going down. My grandparents lived there for years. My mom was born there, and I already say my grandparents are a victim of Big Pharma, and like, so yeah. This, for some reason, was the trickiest part, because how I decide to do it. I put the jump ring on. I like fold the wire, the tape, so it really is like attached to that jump ring. And then I re-separate it, and then put that on the sphere when I find it. Beautiful. And then I just kind of try to get the two pieces of tape on the ring like kind of touching. Just like that. And these ones are a pain in the ass to like hold while I solder it. So I think I'm gonna, no, I can't use sand. Maybe this. I'm gonna have to cut more wire because I lost the pieces I had. Okay, let me grab some cutters. Just making some pegs for it to sit on. And these won't go to waste because this is about the same size that I used to make chain. So, yeah. And it's just scrap copper wire. Let's see if this works. This one is a little too high up. Oh, I should have bent them outwards probably. Where did the... hold it. And I'll move around and it'll be a pain in the ass, but that's okay. It's better than trying to hold it with tweezers. Okay. Oh, I turn this off. I have a basket of towels somewhere. I have a basket of towels somewhere. Right. Here's a towel. I'm gonna sit on this because I'm gonna need it quite often. Just cut me off a piece of that. Oh. Ow. It's copper wire isn't too expensive. So, copper wire from the craft store, insanely expensive. Like if you wanted to get beading wire, just any copper wire at the craft store is really expensive. So obviously tool stores and like Home Depot, but I find that like especially salvage yards, if you go to a salvage yard, you'll find copper wire like just absolutely everywhere in different cuts and lengths. And you bring that up and you're like, how much is this? They usually just give it to you. I mean, my friend says it's because I'm a girl, but I use salvage wire. Half the stuff is laying in my dad's backyard or in his garage and other people's garages. And yeah. I would say though about 99 cents a foot, depending on what wire you want. I always, even if I do have to get some new wire because I run out of a certain length, and oops, I don't have a mask on. I should put a mask on. And don't bend. Sorry. That hump is gonna bother me. Like 98 cents to $1.59 a foot. I tend to get like for instance, this was just this length of this wire, and this stuff is beautiful for a lot. That's what that would be. I need to get one of those cards that have the holes so I could tell you exactly what the gauge is, but I like the 15 strand stuff. Let me see if I have any left. Oh, I do. Oh, just a little bit. So, yeah, this stuff that has all the strands of wire, this stuff I really like. It's not quite thin enough for the chain, and I can't find anything like, I fall in love with so many scraps, and I used to have this little thing up here, but I haven't seen it in a while. And, I just use a scalpel. This one's a little tricky because it has extra plastic on the outside. but scalpel and pull away until you feel resistance and then let go, because scalpels, they can snap and they do a lot. Let me just get this outer thing off. This plastic sucks. And this is a really dull, I recommend new disposable scalpels because they get dull really fast. And yeah, that's so pretty. And you got all these strands. And it is, like, obviously a lot easier getting a strand, or like this type of wire, a roll of it. That would be like paradise, but it's so expensive. Copper's definitely going up. I've been recommending, a lot of people have, but any penny before 1982, just hold on to it. They're worth 4 cents in copper alone, and yeah, just hold on to it. Found a hump. Oops. Hello, Swismas! I made a bunch of moon faces. Oop, there's one on the edge, like me. And these ones I just painted with the, see, they're like a crappy color, and painted with the liquid leaf. And it's brilliant. So I want to make some like decorations for the home. And these black ones, I'm gonna like put stars on it. This is the only one I really kind of like because he's a little creepy. I like the creepy ones. And stars, of course. And I want to make like a moon face thing. Moon faces. And now I'm soldering. I was supposed to be painting those. I'm just so awful at painting right now. I need practice really bad. Because I keep forgetting to borrow my mask. Brilliant. And this is what what I'm making now is in Scotland there's clans, and there's this one clan, Clan Campbell, that's known for their beautiful collection of crystal balls and their like pendants and charms. Fascinating stuff. They don't really know why they're, or what they were used for, if it was just purely adornment or what. Rock crystal spheres. They're so cool. Clan Campbell crystal balls. If you look that up, you'll find it. This is when I gotta try to even out the jump ring part. It's straight. And if you make these, do not put it in water to cool it down. I actually did it on purpose because I wanted to see what a crackled one would look like, and it already had a chip in it. It was a practice one, and I fully submerged it so in case it like exploded. Well, not exploded, but like shot any little pieces off. I don't know. Safety is #1 priority. Oh, I gotta get that. So I would also say, I usually use regular, I think it's 11, something with an 11 solder used for stained glass, and but that's leaded, so I couldn't make jewelry with it. And everything that I learn, I try to make some jewelry with it because that funds my process of learning all these little crafts. And one moment. I really want to get better at talking and doing things at the same time. Oh. I know where I want it to go. Okay. Sorry. Do it. Do it. Yeah. And it's just such a cool thing, and I'll smooth it out, because right now I'm a little clumpy with it, but it's very sturdy, and I don't see any exposed copper tape, and when I wipe that off, it's going to be really nice. I do want to get that stuff so I could blacken it. It'll be... Oh, good night, Swizmas. Thank you for stopping by, genuinely. You make me feel mighty real. I can't sing. Uh-oh. I'm a worse singer than J-Lo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm salty as fuck. It's very hot, but it's very nice. And this on like a blackboard. Ah, I love it. And as a kid, I was obsessed with those dragon claw pendants with the marble and the claw, but I could never afford one. I grew up during family bankruptcy. Yes, back in business. I've been wanting to solder so long, but I had all this lead, like all this of solder and a few things of tips, but all lead. And this stuff, Sterling Premium Lead Free Solder, solid wire solder by Harris. All the reviews say, and it is a lot, like, you know, tougher and denser feeling than the other solders that I've worked with. And I've worked with copper color match solder. Horrific experience. Sterling solder, my favorite. And, like, sterling for sterling jewelry. I think that has a content of sterling. I need to know these things. And, but this stuff, I don't really tell a difference other than it needs much higher of a temperature, but it flows the same. It's just as, I don't know, it feels a lot more similar than it doesn't to the other solders I was working with. Oh, I love it so much, and I can actually wear it, I'm pretty sure. And now I'll make one of the Clan Campbell inspired ones. Well, they're all inspired by those, but this one is, I do like the cross, so I'll try to. Okay, wish me luck, please. Just gonna go for it. And since I'm doing a crisscross, I can make the strips rather thin. Magistrate. For some reason that word is stuck in my head. Do you ever get a word stuck in your head? Magistrate. Magistrate. Masturbate. Masturbate. Magistrate. Almost there. I did get some more broken plates from my parents' house. They use a lot of like old family plates, so you know, inevitably they do break. And I give them another life in the form of jewelry. Everything turns to jewelry. Oh, hello, no. Crease, cause applesauce. Oh yeah. Now I just have to add the jump ring like I usually do. And see? It's a crisscross. Like an orb. One of those Jesus orbs. Yeah, bro, where'd you get that orb? Yeah, that's better. Should've done that before. Okay. Now I have to find one of the little pieces. And a hump ring. Let adds flavor. I'll never forget, my dad used to do irrigation, and I was waiting in his work truck, and I found this, like, remember Clinique, the, like, makeup brands? Well, anytime my mom's, like, done with a container, my dad uses it for nuts and bolts, and, you know, among other things. And, there's this one little, like, ancient-looking eye cream container, so I open it, and there's just mercury chilling inside of it. It's because, I think it was from an AC unit, it broke and you had to think quick. And I just so happened to learn what mercury was that day in school. Because if I didn't, I probably would have touched it a lot. I think I cut this strip too small. Maybe not. I'm gonna go for it. There she blows. I'm gonna actually use a paintbrush to get the flux on. Oops. It's a little weak where I need the tape to be the opposite of that.